Now, Deutsche Bank, you will know that it's one of the big financial institutions that when they make their projections, they are not very far off from the actuals from the actual deliveries or the actual predictions that they make, right? And they've came and weighed on the NIO ES8, right? To say the monthly deliveries, or in terms of the monthly deliveries that it can be able to achieve on a month to month. I mean, after the pre-launch or after the pre-launch of the NIO ES8 we saw yesterday, they came in and weighed their sentiment onto NIO, which, by the way, to just start with the breaking news, they've upgraded the NIO HK share price from 71 to 75 after the launch or pre-launch rather of the NIO ES8, which already it's very very good. But before we dig deep into the figures, you already know what I'm about to say, and that is, please like this video, please subscribe if you have not subscribed to this channel, because all day every day I give you new latest developments. And those that have been on this channel for quite some time, you'll know that I try my best to give you the latest developments in as many videos as possible, so that we don't get to miss the good content that comes. I mean, on a daily basis there's a lot of content of new that comes or that drops, and I try to cover as much as I can on a daily basis. And yeah, honestly, I would appreciate, especially if you are watching or if you've been watching the content that I drop and you have not subscribed, I would appreciate if you can just subscribe, hit that notification bell so that at least you don't miss the content, like this video, and also share it with your friends or your fellow NEO or friends all over the world, right? It's so amazing to see, or to see that a lot of people, especially retail investors, are so confident onto NEO right now, especially after the launch of the Envoy L90 and the pre-launch that we saw yesterday. Confidence is on the rise, and that is the main reason or the primary reason why even the share price has been rising, because of people, big financial institutions, seeing the recent technology, the recent products that NEO is launching. They are optimistic about NEO getting to profitability in Q4. They now see the bigger picture, the blue sky that we have been talking about, or I've been talking about on this channel since July of 2020. That is the year that I started talking about NEO on this channel, and I've never went back. NEO constitute 90% of my entire stock market portfolio, and this tells you of how NEO is very close to my heart. And I've said it before to say that, look, with me, regret is worse than failure. I rather load as much as I can onto NEO than regret at a later stage why I did not load as much. Now, before wasting any more of your time, back to the video. Deutsche Bank, look, they are saying that they see NEO getting or selling 3,000 units of this third generation ES8. This is due to the competitive pricing that NEO CEO dropped yesterday. This is something that they are seeing. I mean, they also highlight or reminded us of the fact that, look, when NEO started delivering the NEO ES8 back in 2018, by the way, the NEO ES8 is the first model that NEO started mass producing back in 2018, and it is worth noting that, look, this is a car that, knowing that this car could sell 3,000 cars, it's something that is just so great, because it delivered apparently 3,000 units in November 2018. It delivered 3,318 in December 2018, making its two highest selling months. So since 2018, which is the year that NEO officially launched this car and started mass producing, this was the first mass produced car, it has never went to those figures. I mean, the most that the NEO ES8 did, I think sometime last year, it was just under 3,000. And knowing that the all-time high, it's still in 2018, this new ES8 that NEO launched, look, knowing that Deutsche Bank says NEO going back to those figures, it means that, look, we can see, of course, NEO doing the most. And let me tell you something, before the session where the president of NEO dropped a bombshell, sitting with NEO on a session of saying that the pre-orders have surpassed the pre-orders that they had received on the L90 around the same time, this simply means that the orders, or in terms of deliveries, there's 3,000 made by Deutsche Bank. This time around, I can tell you that it's probably an understatement, because they probably, when they made their sentiment or came up with the report after the pre-launch, it was before the NIO CEO and president had the session where they revealed the pre-order numbers being better or being even higher than those of the Onvo L90. And after that, I think you and me can agree that then 3,000 is an understatement, because Onvo L90, when you look into the real orders, first month already they are expecting to sell 10,000, which is the very same thing that we can expect from NIO. The 25,000 Q4 estimate that NIO put for themselves to say that they want to get to see NIO selling 25,000, Onvo selling 25,000, or in Q4, it's going to come to pass. In fact, we are going to see NIO selling overall 60,000 cars on a monthly basis in Q4, which is something that we look forward to, my dear friends, because look, not only do we have the Onvo L90 doing the most, we will also be having the NIO ES8 pushing the NIO sales up, which makes me to look forward to Q4. Profitability is coming, my dear friends, and look, man, I'm just so excited because I've been on the stock, or some of you guys watching, we have been on the stock for quite some time. We were in the stock when it hit the all-time high of $66.99. We were in the stock when it hit the 52-week low of $3, which was a couple of weeks ago. And now seeing the share price of NIO recovering, it's just so amazing. I did share I did share with you that the way my portfolio is fluctuating. I'm still on a red because my average is still at $12.80. But to see the recovery of my portfolio, man, it's just so amazing. I was sharing with my wife. I was showing my wife how my portfolio is adjusting, and she was just so proud, man, to say that, look, she's proud at the fact that I never gave up. She's proud at the fact that, look, NIO is going to make it, and I'm going to be one of those investors that probably in the next coming few years will be taking a sip of a cocktail, taking a sip of, I don't drink mocktail, right? Taking a sip somewhere of some nice drink, maybe at a Caribbean somewhere, enjoying the fruits of our labor that came from NIO, right? Or owning NIO. And this is when NIO will go over, probably 3 years, 5 years, will go over $100 per stock, which is something that I look forward to, something that is exciting. And I can tell you now, I will forever own NIO. Even if it gets to a point where I'm starting to trim off my holdings, I will never sell all of my NIO shares. Trust me, this is the company that I'm gonna leave this earth owning, right? Unless if it delays, of course, but I don't think it will happen. But for me, I'm just going to own this company for forever, right? Yes, there will be a certain point where I trim my holdings, but look, it won't, even for me to, I'm not looking at trimming my holdings until we get to probably either $66.99 or $100 per share. I'm just somewhere in between. But me, I'm still long and strong because I believe that NIO deserves more than where it's trading at. NIO should be valued way more because it offers more than any other EV company globally, or than any other car company globally. There is no car company offering battery swapping. There is no company that offers the same services or the kind of quality premium services that NIO offers. And that, I think, should make NIO to deserve better than most of the car companies listed in the markets or publicly listed in the markets, which is something that is very, very great. So, my dear friends, I'm happy. I'm excited. The blue sky is coming. Don't want to make this video too long. Long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Tell me what you think about this. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. That's all from me, and God bless you all.